This land is our homeland, and it will soon be your burial ground.
I am a daughter of Northern Vale. I swear to protect it till my last breath.
Butterflies born by thy wish, guided by lantern's light.
When the body suffers, the spirit blooms.
The southern seas are my domain.
You got a good taste.
My kiss grants you immortality or death.
This arrow shatters silence and heralds the spring. Let the light of spring illuminate our path.
May all be blessed with a golden harvest. Fallen leaves on golden winds sing of autumn's arrival.
Though winter falls, we yearn for spring stirring, Florian and I.
Together, we'll brave winter's embrace.
By spring's light.
In the name of autumn.
Hidden blossoms.
Fruits of our labor.
This arrow shatters silence and heralds the spring. Let the light of spring illuminate our path.
May all be blessed with a golden harvest. Fallen leaves on golden winds
winter falls, we yearn for spring stirring, Florian and I.
Together, we'll brave winter's embrace.
and heralds the spring. Let the light of spring illuminate our path.
May all be blessed with a golden harvest. Fallen leaves on golden winds sing of autumn's arrival.
Though winter falls, we yearn for spring stirring, Florian and I.
Together, we'll brave winter's embrace.
By spring's light.
In the name of autumn.
Hidden blossoms.
Fruits of our labor.
This arrow shatters silence and heralds the spring. Let the light of spring illuminate our path.
May all be blessed with a golden harvest. Fallen leaves on golden winds sing of autumn's arrival.
Though winter falls, we yearn for spring stirring, Florian and I.
Together, we'll brave winter's embrace.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the ESPLENDIDEZ powered by USTM College. And this is me, your boy STZ in the casting desk. And today we are hosting the grand final of ESPLENDIDEZ powered by USTM. And it is, of course, a little bit of prize pool in our college tournament of Battle Night India Esports. With the final teams being out there, Forever Esports versus System. I believe the first game has already been done, and this is the second game of the finals. We can see the first pick goes to Forever Esports, with the second pick into the hand of System. Let's see what Forever Esports is planning to pick, ban in this first banning phase.
Born by thy wish, guided by lantern's light.
I am a daughter of Northern Vale. I swear to
Okay,
protect
there
it
is
till
the
my
Freya
last
coming in,
breath.
guys, as I mentioned before. In some other tournaments, we always see this Freya banning banned as well. Every
This
time we
land is our
go forward,
homeland,
we will
and
see
it
this
will
Freya
soon
ban.
be your
Okay.
burial ground.
There's this Lapu coming out from the side of the system.
When the body suffers, the spirit blooms.
I've been waiting for too long.
And there you go. Having this heroes getting banned here, like those meta heroes getting banned here, is a nice thing to see because it's
Butterflies
more like
born by thy wish,
explaining us
guided
team
by
both the teams
lantern's
have done the
light.
homework. And look at that, there is the Tushin man coming in as well in the second banning phase from the second team in this first banning phase, because we all know like you cannot open the
I've
Jushin
been
out there,
waiting for too long.
and it will be a hefty thing to do so. There you go. The carry comes in as well. It's a ban onto the carry, ban onto the vendetta system.
My
What they
kiss
can go for?
grants you
Benedetta will
immortality
it might
or
be a
death.
like a proper kind of respect towards system because somehow we don't see a Benedetta ban regularly. That might be the case in this game as well. And the first banning phase already over with Alice in the last ban from the setup system. And now it's time for Team Forever Esports to go for their pick. The first pick, Ishinshin, Grok, Kalea. All these things are open at this moment. They can go for the trade, the first pick trade with an Ishinshin with a Ishinshin jungle, or maybe a
The
Ishinshin
night
gold as
sky
well.
tells all.
No, they're going with something else here. It's on the EXP with an
You
Esmeralda.
got a good taste.
Okay. I wasn't expecting a Cyclops though into the mid here. But it's fine, it's fine, it's totally fine. It's a chance from the side of team like system has some plan underneath the brain that really wants to go with that Cyclops pick here. Now the picks coming up from the side of team Forever. Oh, okay, sorry. I'm really sorry about it. It's more like a system error from our side. The Forever Esports is on the left, guys. I mean, on the right, guys. And System Esports is on the left. Forever already won one match in this BO5 series in
You
this
are
grand finale.
facing a
So they are.
cluster!
I mean, if they win this game, they're in the match point. So that will be the insane thing to say. And now look at this. The Esmeralda pick has already been done
They
from
call
that
me a
side. We can
hero
see that blue
because I
and the
saved my
Cyclops are going to
nation from
sell out.
falling
Then it's
apart.
Ishin, I told you, like Ishin Shin, Grok, Kalea, all these things are open. It could be a trade, but Team Forever doesn't want to go for it.
To live is to trick
Then
the
the pick
Reaper.
comes in with Paramis into the hand of a system as well. This is so good to see, guys. Like, everything onto the mark, settle, and done for the setup system FD. And now the last pick coming out from this Forever Esports in this first picking phase, what it could be. Against the Asians, you can go with higher. You can go with that's a quick one. Like I just told the counter, and it is in the panel right now. That's a great choice as well because you have a Hayabusa to counter that Ishinshin. They got the glue against
Welcome to my castle, my
the
friend.
Esmeralda and the banning coming in. Like the roamer option is still open, so banning out the Grog and then might be going for that Kalea ban would be a thing coming out from the side of Forever Esports here. What system FD should ban because this glue is kind of a fix. This glue can go with the Roam, can go with the EXP as well. It is kind of flex.
Let
If they're
them play the
banning out
hero.
something into
I
the
will be
Roam, it
the
will be a good
truth
thing.
this world desperately needs.
Okay, that's a great ban. They're coming out from the side of System FD. They're going for the Yuzhong ban here. Black Dragon, obviously a very hectic thing to to go against because like this is a backline diver kind of hero, and he does have the damage as well. These aggressive setups can be a problem for the side of team System FD. Another
Time
last
and
ban
tide
coming
wait
in
for
third.
no man, nor girl.
Okay, we don't regularly see a Beatrix ban though, but we're gonna see it today. Beatrix ban, that is a quick one coming up. The side of team Forever Esports. That's a needed ban. Maybe a respect towards System FD's co-laner, who knows? The last ban from System FD. Onto the EXP, what is open at this moment? Because, if you're thinking this glue is going into the Rome against Esmeralda, I believe an Uranus gonna work. Or you can say, like, somehow against the Esmeralda, they can go up with the R lot. Or maybe in the least choice, they can probably go with the Sora. He doesn't
Come
have
on,
someone who can
Dexter. It's
counter the
our
Sora at this
showtime.
moment. Oh, they're going for the Claude man here. That's giving a chance to Team System Empty to go for the carry pick for them. Or else you're gonna see the Forever to go getting the carry. But at the same time, like the Farsa is open, but none of the team was interested on the
The
Farsa.
hunt
It's more like
begins.
giving out a chance for the carry to shine in this game. But look at that. Forever Esports with a Ruby pick coming in. It might be a gold Ruby or an EXP Ruby, not sure yet, but everything like this picks are so flexible picks from the set of Forever Esports. First the glue, then the Ruby, and now in the last, I don't know what they're gonna pick because I'm also currently stumbled by it. Like I'm not sure this glue is going to the EXP or Rome. Ruby is going to the gold or EXP. So everything is setting up my mind. I'm not damn sure
Muscle
what
of
they are
iron,
planning for.
bones of
At this
steel.
moment, two picks coming out soon by System FD here with the Gatot Gacha into the hand of System FD in the Rome section. But as I always say, like my friend Debbie always say me that uh, you need a proper initiator with the
Let's
Gatot
go!
Gacha. The Gatot Gacha can't be the initiator. I mean, the AOG can used as a disengager or maybe an engager. So it's someone who can initiate. There you go. There is
Ready,
a
go!
long turn comeback of this Irithel, but Forever Esports is going so lightly and casually, I will say, like a Layla pick. There is the Cyclops. I mean, we don't see these things much in the tournament scenario, but Forever are planning something like Forever for from their side as well. With this, the 5x5 set is completed, and let's go into the Land of Dawn and go get all the way. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Land of Dawn for the game number two in this grand finale at the ESPLENDIDEZ, powered by USTM in collaboration with Battleknights Indian Esports. Of course, there is the sponsor from Vizta Games as well. And there you go. The first game is already over, and I couldn't manage to. I mean, we showed it to an audience for every esports was the one team to get the win in that first game, and now in the second, there is a chance that team System FT can win this game because they really made a good draft. Like the Layla, Cyclops, all this late comp, they're good in the late game, and you need to take this game into the late if you really wants to win and add that second point into your side, so that you're gonna play a match point in the next one. Let's see, like there is the taunts coming in. There is a glue roam being set up from Forever Esports. We have seen players like Afraid. I mean, Rudius playing this glue roam, but look at the damage coming in. There is the first blood comes up with a double kill by the taunt. This is a great start for Aroma, man. I mean, having two kills in the very first, having the Faramis for the glue as a counter is a next level choice coming out from Team System FT that really wants to clinch this game for them. So they will tie the game in this BO5 series and will take it forward to the fourth game. Before that, a little bit of taunt again going in. There's the Hayabusa goes back, but he will be busted out from the damages coming out from the Ishin Shin. That's a great start, 3-0 without any loss. There is a 3-kill trade comes up from the side of Team System FD. And now there will be the easy turtle without the victory holder. It will now be easy for the side of Team Forever Esports to grab this turtle for them. There you go. This late happened to the turtle. Oh my goodness, what the damage that was. Double kill for the Faramis. He finds the glue as well as the Layla. Forever Esports are getting chunked down from the side of Team System FD at this moment. They're literally getting dominated by them. They're literally getting annihilated. They're literally getting stumbled by the whole System FD crew. They're playing so well at this moment. System FD for the win, maybe today at this point. There you go. The quad shadow being used. There's the invasion coming in. They're not giving the Hayabusa that goes into the zone. The Starfall Moon comes up. Ugi Shadow Kill being used. Mono Shock released as well. Hayabusa couldn't able to do that. He couldn't get the blue buff. And he goes back without the blue. There's the loss coming in with the invasion goes forward. Is the Ishinshin having the fun there with more levels and more gold because of the buff he's right now securing from Hayabusa. Hayabusa does got the red buff for himself, but the scenario completely getting changing for Forever Esports in the second game. The picks are not so good in the early phase, as I mentioned. The early game accessibility was not so there. And this is the reason they're just losing out. Another one falls in. It is the Fire Mist with a killing spree onto the glue. The counter is working so well at this moment. And look at the damage coming in. Cyclops is getting bursted down. One hit away, and it will be claimed. The final blow from the Erythel. AOG comes up. The taunts being used as well. Ishinshin fights a kill onto Hayabusa. In the meantime, Gathot falls down, but there will be the double kill consolation. Kill comes up from the side of Team System FD at this moment. And you can see that there is a huge gap, a 9-1 score with the 4K goal lead already been, I mean, settled from the setup system FD. This is too high, massive goal lead in the very for early minute of the game. Because look at this, I mean, you need to dissipate it. The damage gap, the level gap is totally being shown at this moment. The race comes up where the Irithel, there is the Ruby falling down off cam onto the top. And there you go. The fight being begin once again. Mega kill secured. Killing spree on the glue. Mono shocker released. Can it be another one? No. There is a kill coming out. The Ugisha kill being used there. And it will be a kill on to Mao. Mao falls down after a long time, we can say. The turtle is still on. And without a retreat holder, you cannot go for the turtle. That's the main bad thing. But so do Hayabusa because like his team is not so ready for this turtle. That was a good, like decision for not going for this turtle and stay back alert for something else. As the match is proceeding forward, I believe this game is totally getting into the hand of Team System FD. Look at that scrap grabbing on, but still the glue is getting a lot of damages. And there you go, the cycle with the ultimate, but he's getting chased down with the immune coming in. Ishinshin finds a kill there. Monoshocker released at this moment. The Layla falls down. It's a double onto the Cyclops. Hayabusa, a sliver of HP, runs back. Mega kill will be secured onto the glue. Three man's down with Haya goes back into the safer zone, but not so same for this man. Ruby is in a very bad position, getting cornered down with the spawning Starfall Moon coming into his way. Star Moon. There you go. The use of the cloud has been done, but there will be the instances with a tear falling down from the top side. There is the first macro sequence coming out from the side of System FD with the structure, I would say. With the neutral objective, they are really high. They got all the turtles for them. Now the turrets are falling down. So slowly and thoroughly, you can say Team System FD is getting all the things they really want in this game so far. But there is the late game comp from Team Forever Esports, so we are not sure how it goes for them because they might gonna regulate the late game for them. Mugisha kill used, but there is no damage from this Hayabusa. He might got cut, but there you go. Ruby goes in there with a hook, finds a kill onto the Ishin Chin. In the meantime, there is a team fight going on with a grab being on as well as the AOG for the displacement. But there you go. The Phantom is going in, and he got the glue out there. Sliver of HP for the Cyclops. He falls down in the hand of the Esma. Mega kill for the Esmeralda. He's still fighting in. There is the heavy crossbow comes in, and there you go. Unstoppable will be secured by the Irithel. In the meantime, we're gonna see the fight inside the tier as well. Irithel goes in, giving out the shots out there. Race comes up, double onto the Layla. It might be a triple at this moment. There's still fighting in. Irithel goes back though, but it will be the Fire Mist securing the final blow onto the Ruby. Four-man down with just not a single trade being given to the side of Team Forever Esports. System FD really showing their sheer dominance from the early to mid phase. There is the mid to late coming soon, and if the pace will be off, if there will be a chance, a slightest chance to make their comeback, it might be the Leela, it might be the Cyclops. from the Forever Esports. But currently, the Forever is not the thing. It is system which is hanging around this game in the land of Dawn, giving out all those stumbles to the side of Forever Esports. And there you go. The third total will be secured with a tier 2 falling down, tier 1 falling down from the bot side. Ruby got cornered by the three members. He got attacked. He got slammed. He got slain there with the four members charging onto him. And now there is a chance they might go for the tier 2 in the bot as well, giving out all this pressure. First the top, then the mid, and now the bot. And look at the damage coming in. Cycles falls down. The Star for Moon coming in as well. It will be the flicker baiting as well. But there you go. The tier falls down. Invasion going on to the blue buff. Hayabusa not getting the buff. This is a very bad thing to see because like you need a buff for in this. As a jungler, you need buff, and when your blue buff is not there, you don't have the damage. The level gap is so high at this moment. Look at the levels. I mean, Mao right now is at 11 level, whereas Hayabusa, Isho, is at 10. This is the level gap I was talking about. A single level gap, and the items, if you're gonna see, it is totally. I mean, this is reciprocating that team system FD is doing too great in this game, and so do all with the stock. There was a kill on to the Hayabusa once again. He's getting stopped. He's getting halted down by the side of team system MD at this moment. Not a single chance has been given to Forever Esports to flinch to make their comeback. But there is a way. Uh, you should wait for it because you got the Layla and the Cyclops, and you need to you know you need to provide the late game for them. Otherwise, they will be done. They can't do anything else. There you go. A little bit of fight comes up with a falling star fall moon used at way the Esmeralda is sustaining at the very best. I thought like blue was in the room, not in the room, but in the EXP. But then it got chosen for the room, which was not my idea. Wasn't expecting as well. It's fine. It's a strategy from Forever Esports. They won one, we'll lose one as well, and we will embrace. We will visualize. We will be witnessing the fourth game in this BO5 series. This is what the BO5 series funds looks like. There you go. The counter picks really work so well from the side of System FD. There might be a chance for Forever Esports to make their comeback with the Leela and the Cyclops pick, but so outdated, so not into the early phase. They're not doing great at this moment because this is a 22-3. This is a high, massive lead in the micro. Talking about the goal, there is a 10k massive lead, just like our price pool. So obviously, I mean, to reciprocate it, to dissipate it, recuperate it, you need a lot more time. That's what I'm saying. But there is a little bit of kills coming in with the taunts being done. Falling Star Moon used as well. AOG follow up with the Cyclops falling down into the hand of the Esmeralda. They're going inside the tier. The Inhibitor's Holy Shield is still on. Another tier falls down in the mid. They're taking out the Holy Shield from the top. So do from the mid as well. And the bot everywhere. There is the lane domination coming out with the synchronization as well. He goes inside the Lord with the Lord slam happen. Inhibitor falling down from the bot side, opening up the nexus for the side of team system FD. The charging on the mid inhibitor as well. Two inhibitors falls down. System FD on the verge to win, clearing all those towers, those base turrets, and now going for the fight. It's first the Hayabusa with the Mountain Shocker. He got stuck down there with the final blow given by the Irithel. All the innovators gone. Like it was totally clean and tight. Now it's just the base open for you. The Nexus. You need to grab it up for yourself. You need some time so that the second Lord will come and then you will go for it. You need the discipline as well. You cannot throw the game at this moment. You cannot throw the goal lead onto the side of team Forever Esports by losing some of your members. So the goal lead you are having currently, you should constantly take it forward with an equilibrium, but there is a fight coming in with a grab being done, and there you go. The Master Kill will be secured by the Faramis with the Netherrealm in open. AOG follow up. There is the capture, and it will be securing the kill onto the Cyclope. Ishin with the Monoshocker there, double kill onto the Layla. Triple kill coming in at this moment. He's giving a lot of damage. There you go. The slate happened onto the glue. It's just the Ruby out there, but the Forever Esports couldn't manage to defend their base with a crystal popping over at the Forever Esports. It is team System FD securing the victory. 1-1, the score, guys. A tie in this BO5 series. What a start for System FD from the second game.
This arrow shatters silence and heralds the spring. Let the light of spring illuminate our path.
May all be blessed with a golden harvest. Fallen leaves on golden winds sing of autumn's arrival.
Though winter falls, we yearn for spring stirring, Florian and I.
Together, we'll brave winter's embrace.
By spring's light.
In the name of autumn.
Hidden blossoms.
Fruits of our labor.
This arrow shatters silence and heralds the spring. Let the light of spring illuminate our path.
May all be blessed with a golden harvest. Fallen leaves on golden winds sing of autumn's arrival.
Though winter falls, we yearn for spring stirring, Florian and I.
Together, we'll brave winter's embrace.
by spring's light.
In the name of autumn.
Hidden blossoms.
Fruits of our labor.
This arrow shatters silence and heralds the spring. Let the light of spring illuminate our path.
May all be blessed with a golden harvest. Fallen leaves on golden winds sing of autumn's arrival.
Though winter falls, we yearn for spring stirring, Florian and I.
Together, we'll brave winter's embrace.
By spring's light.
In the name of autumn.
Hidden blossoms.
Fruits of our labor.
Then just went for the casting, but currently I'm totally energetic. Got my water, went to bathroom, everything done, and now here into the Spendius 2026, powered by USTM College in collaboration with Battleknights India Esports, and are sponsored by none other than Vista Games, that is MOBA 5v5. We're today witnessing one of the
This
greatest
land
grand
is our
finale of
homeland,
the
and it will
Spendius.
soon be your
And to let
burial
you know
ground.
that Esplendius is hosting this grand finale at the college only, in which Forever Esports and System FD managed to come into the final. The score is 1-1, a BO5 series. This game
I
will
am
be
a daughter of
determining
Northern
the
Vale. I
team who will
swear to
have the match
protect it
point in
till
the
my
next match.
last breath.
Will it be Forever? Will it be System? In the previous game, we saw Forever having that late game comp draft, and they just got fall behind because that was the early game aggression from the side of Team System FD. Went for the counter with that Faramis, went for the counter with that
Butterflies
Ethan
born by
King,
thy
went for
wish,
the counter with that
guided by
Esmeralda,
lantern's
with the
light.
Sassoon. They managed to turn the table. And now there's the bands coming in with the Chushin and Lapu Lapu from the side of System FD. And that's a
When
quite
the
a
body
good ban, you
suffers,
can say, from the side of Team
the spirit
Chushin, because
blooms.
you need to ban out the Jushin, otherwise it will be a big problem, big menace for your side. There's the Benedetta ban coming in as well. Forever Esports going for it. But I need to confirm it out.
The
Is
southern seas
Forever
are
Esports right
my
now in the
domain.
right side? Are we okay with it, or it's in left? Because I'm not sure. Production.
I've been waiting for too long.
Okay, we'll get the news as soon as possible. There's a carry band coming in with a Kadita from the side row as well. This is a good bands. These are the good bands we're talking about. Kadita, carry, everything in the band list. And System FD about to pick. And my friend Yuna is on to the desk. Hello, Yuna. Good morning. She's getting prepared. Okay, let's let her give some time to get prepared.
My
And as soon as
kiss
she prepared,
grants you immortality or death.
okay. That is then Alice pick coming out from the setup team. System FD at this moment.
The
I mean, they
night
love to
sky
go
tells
this
all.
sustain, I believe, because last time I saw the Esmeralda, this time it was an Alice. And against Alice, there is the Esmeralda coming in. Two sustain in a row for both these sides. Uh, so much hefty that the Ishinshin is still open and nobody is taking care of the Ishinshin. Last time you just forget the trade and it got into the hand of team System FD. And they literally hanged the system for Forever Esports. Is Forever is a lie. Today's system is going to be the champion of Esplendides at USTM.
Muscle of iron,
There's the
bones of
Gatotkacha
steel.
pick with Esmeralda. Somehow I believe like Forever. I mean, I told you. There is a thing wrong with the names. System FD on the
Now Akai enters the
red
scene.
side because the ban the Benedetta. When the ban the Benedetta, I felt like no, System FD is there in the left. I mean right. So got the Esmeralda, got Totkacha, kind of a same picks being done
Come on,
from them with
Dexter.
Sakai
It's our
coming in, giving
showtime.
us up flex once again. It might go for the retreat, it might go for the roam here. Not so sure, but there you go. There is the Claude coming in as well.
Let's go!
Early Claude pick, and the same will be done. System FD doesn't want to change their picks at all. They're going with the Irithel Gold, they're going with the Katotkacha Roam, they're going with the Esmeralda EXP. And I need to ask my friend is back or not. Yuna, are you there?
Yes, I'm back.
Yes, she's
Let
there.
them play the hero.
Good morning,
I will be the
and let
truth
me know
this
that
world
what are you
desperately
thinking making
needs.
this draft? I mean, in the last game, the same draft has been done by System FD. They're going for the same draft again. But in a BO5 series, do you think like flashing the same draft will be a good thing? Because like some team just managed to do some,
They
like
call me a hero
preparation
because I
with the
saved my
previous
nation
draft,
from
and they might
falling
gonna
apart.
study you. They might gonna win from you.
Yes, exactly. Like your same picks
Welcome
are
to my
can be your
castle,
comfort
my
picks that you're
friend.
choosing up, but sometimes you can change with the strategy because once the opponent just read your pattern, which heroes you are comfortable with it, they will try to pick the counters, they will try to ban it out, so you won't get that hero. So you better like change your strategy a little bit. You can pick some heroes same, but you can just pick some other different, so your opponents cannot read your
Valor and
pattern. But if
royalty
they
in a
read
dead
your
body.
patterns, so they can easily just understand your strategy, and they can just put you into a really bad situation, and that can be a little bit of turnover for the game.
Of course. And there you go. The ban's already been done from System FD. In the second banning phase, Grok and the Yuzong, same bans. The Ishinjin and Leo mode being taken out from the side of Team Forever at this moment. What could be in the jungle? Like if this is an Akai utility jungle from Team Forever Esports, then I believe System might should go for another, like utility. Chunk it kind of hero, like for a veteran, of course. I would love to see a Fedrin here from the side of System FD. But what else
Hmm.
they can go with?
Let's
I mean,
fight to
both of
our
the
heart's
sides, they
content!
have a really chunky type of a lineup right now, but it's gonna be a Lucas. I guess it will be onto the jungle. A good choice, but they could have gone with Freight Train as well. They could have gone with the Basha too. Like they were the two options open for them, but they decide to go with the Lucas. But Lucas can also provide a good damage for them when he is into that beast form. He's like unstoppable, and he's very, like amazing hero. And he also got a buff little bit to himself, so I guess they're going with this Lucas, and he's doing pretty fine. But
See
it's gonna
value in
be
me?
a Thomas.
You
Is it Thomas
should.
gonna be? Wait, Thomas into the EXP and Ellis into the middle lane. I guess that it's gonna be this composition. I mean, a lot of chunky heroes. The team Forever Knights, the Ellis, Akai, Fredrin, and there's Thomas. And I guess Thomas gonna go with that damage build. Like it's really pretty amazing. And
You
they remain.
know, you know what's the fun fact? Like one Lunox and everything will be sorted for system
Exactly.
FD.
Come and join me in my dream world.
And here we go, Lunox.
Of course, like you're going everything, like one Lunox and everything gone. And if they would have picked the mid lane Farsa here, last pick goal, one carry and everything gone. This is a fun thing to see. This Lunox gonna burst out the Akai, burst out the Fedrin, but the sustain is too high, and like this with this sustain, they might wanna rotate the late game. But let's talk about the early game accessibility. It is in the hand now of Team System FD, with the survivability more into the hand of Team Forever Esports. Late, mid to late, it is in the hand of Forever Esports, and proper late we can't decide here because we need to see what the snowball demands.
Exactly, but the fact is, the team Forever Nice, as if they need to really make sure that Claude is really farm well, so he can give that damage output, and they do have the frontliners to protect him out, so that will be a great point. And I guess Thomas will be going with a full damage build, so he can provide a lot of damage. So that's pretty nice, and they have that thing. But the fact is, they also need to be careful because opponent side they do have the Lunox to burst him down. Lunox, we know she can easily melt those tanky heroes when she gets her damage spike. And also, they do have the Iretail, and Iretail has the mobility, and also with her damage spike, she is pretty amazing. Both of the marksmans are there. So, the key factor will be their damage dealers. They need to make sure they just protect their damage dealers and just give them a really good time to farm up so they can put a really good damage output into the team fights, which may just lead them to the victory. So they need to make sure that they don't get easily deleted out from the map.
Of course, let's see what will be happening in the first total because whom do you think gonna get the first blood here? Is it Forever Esports or Team System FD? But before that, a little bit up Upton coming in with a poke ping done from the South System FD. They're taking out the fight here, but somehow they managed to disband from the fight.
Early pokes from both of the side, but they do know, like, losing your teammates early in the game, it's not pretty wise. So still, they're just giving up that little bit of damage so they can back off or just, lower down their HP or just bait out their spells. Right now, neutral objective kind of spawns soon into the river area. A little bit of rotation onto the top lane coming from the both of the side, but both of the side will be going towards the river area to get that control so they could easily take down those objectives for themselves. And also we can see the respective roamers into the river area, and we can see the Lucas is starting with the turtle dance. A zone out is coming from the red side, and look at the Akai diving in.
There is the first blood for the Esmeralda. He's absorbing all those damages, and now he managed to distract from the turtle zone. And there is the easy turtle comes up. BMI being used. There was a rotation coming out from the cloud. He used the blazing to it as well. He goes back, but this fight is still going at the jungle area. Tamuz went for the lava mound, but he falling down with a double kill being secured by the Lucas. He's going for a triple at this moment. Oh my goodness, he missed the blast. He missed the blast. He could have gone for the triple. I don't know what he was targeting, but he just missed it out. Alice was about to get down, but still they're in a good position. 3-0 once again, repeating the past, repeating the last game. Team System FD just taking over the early game for them. Did they manage to take the blue buff? Yep. Lunox, he got the blue.
Wow,
That's
that's
the
pretty amazing.
like You're gonna talk about this with our production. Me and production know that this is just the repeat of the first game.
So I just missed out something into the first game, I guess.
Yeah, because this is what happening. The early game invade onto the blue buff, turtle being taken out by System FD, 3 kills. Everything is totally same. Not a single thing has been changed. Just the heroes.
It's pretty amazing. But look at that onto the top lane. They're trying to take down the Irithel and the Akai diving in with the heavy spin, pinning the Irithel into the wall. And Fredrin will be getting the kill into the Irithel, but we can see the Alice diving in with the blazing duel. And Lucas will be joining into the team fight with the best form. And Alice gets set down by the Lunox, and he is into that. Fredrin and Akai survives into that low HP, but no, he will be diving in inside the turret and will be shutting down Fredrin. Akai is into bad position, but Lucas will be retreating back because the neutral objective is into the river area. So he's just prioritizing those objectives. But again, into the middle lane, the Claude is into bad position. He gets shut down by the Leonox. My goodness, System FD, they're just doing so good right now.
Obviously, not giving any chance to Team Forever. He's supposed to get even a kill, but they got one kill at this moment. They're going for the Turtles contest, but there is the Retribution. Blood out being used by the Alice here. Two men got caught into the hand. The Fedrin will be getting the Retribution, or the Turtle shutdown happen out of the Lucas as well. There is the damage coming out of the Toothkasha. He falls down. Two men down with the Turtle in the hand of Team Forever, but now Esmeralda goes in. He retaliate back. Killing spree for the Lunox, busting down the Chunkies. Dali. There you go with 2 kills and one turtle. They traded out 2 kills as well. No, that's the third trade for the side of Team System FD. Inside the 2 tier, in between the 2 tier, Esmeralda shines with the dance.
Exactly. That's pretty amazing, the objective they got. But the fact is, System FD, they won the trade. And just, beautifully, the ultimates was utilized from both of the side. The Alice diving in with the Blood Oath and soaking up all those damages as well. The Leonox damage is so nice right now. She's just melting those chunky ones too. And the way Esmeralda dive in, she has the shield, she has the sustain. She goes inside that and gets that kill. It's pretty amazing. And System FD is doing fine. They do lost the turtle, but still they are into that lead. They have their trades, they have the goal lead for them. It's a 2k goal difference. So they are doing pretty well. And from the side of the Forever Knights, they do have the frontliners, but the fact is Akai is doing his work and they're soaking up the damages, but they do need a damage dealer who can melt the Gatokacha, the Esmeralda, or the Lucas, their HP down so they can get the kills. And they need to wait for the Claude to, get the damage spike so he can be there and he can do that damage output. Though he's into the team fights with the Blazing Duet, but still he needs a little bit of time to get his itemization to get more damage spikes. So into the team fights they can lead with their traits and they can, get some advantages.
Cross map play comes up onto the top lane. You can see that proper zoning coming out. So do on the bot side from the side of System FD at this moment. The river falls again. And there you go, the heavy spins being done. It is a cornered onto that Irithel. They finds a kill onto her. Not only that, they will be finding a tier as well on the top side. The first tier for the side of Team Forever Esports. But onto the way, it will be the easy turtle for the side of Teams System FD at this moment. Nobody is there to contest it out. Lucas will be securing it so easily. There is a fight coming in with the blood out, and Thamuz goes in as well. He's giving all those damages. AOG follow up. There is a stun onto the Thamuz. Fredrin falls down with the Gatot falling down by the Alice. There you go. Alice falls down with a double into the hand of the Lunox. 3 man goes down just for the Gatot. That was not at all a good trade.
Exactly, 100%. The Lucas secured the objective, but into the team fight, into the middle lane, it seemed like, the Forever Knights, they got a good timing right now. They could have got sub trades, but no, exactly. The Lucas dive in with the ultimates coming from the Gatokacha. The Alice do dive in. She was able to soak up the damage, but the Lunox with the burst damage melting them down. Again, a team fight into the top lane, Ashley.
Of course, another team fight coming in there. The tier falls down though. It's just for the tier. 2 tiers right now onto the bot, onto the top, and now they're waiting for that mid tier one to goes down so that the proper lane expansion will be happen. And they will give more pressure into the lane, their domination into the lane. This was the literally system. MD is playing so disciplined at this moment. They're maintaining their discipline. Look at this. Like first they grab up the macro objectives, like the turtles and all. They lost one due to the retreat battle being won by the Fedrin. Then onto the team fights. They're winning the team fights easily because of the burst by Lunox and the taunts by the Thoth. Now they're taking all those structures for them so that they will have the lane pressure onto Forever Esports.
Exactly. They're just, being really well right now. They're prioritizing those objectives. They are in the lead. But again, the Leonox will be shutting down the Thomas. The burst damage she has right now is so great. She is melting them like a chocolate. And, the Ghetto being always there in front of her, sustaining those damage, providing the vision to her. And that's the work of a Rome. And the Ellis do try to dive into the Lunox, but Ghetto was always there on the point, just protecting out their backliners. Again, a team fight into the Milan.
Heavy spin comes up. Deer is giving a little bit of damage, but there is that raise coming out from the Irithel. Oh my goodness, lever of HP Master goes back at a perfect moment. But then the cost of the tier 1 in the mid, and now going for the Lord, direct Lord dance. Nobody's there to contest it out as well. And I don't believe Forever Esports will come for the contest, but they're coming. They're kind of in the way, but they will be getting halted down by the side of Team System FD and an easy uncontested lot for the sleep. I mean System FD.
Exactly. That was pretty easy for them because the way they just did their work, the macro into the point, the minion waves are there, and the team for Nights they need to clear out as well. They don't have their first tier turrets, and that was pretty amazing. They just take them down so they can get this lot EVD easily, and they can just take down more tier turrets. The team system FD they are playing it pretty well with a very strategized manner right now, and again a little bit of tension into the jungle area around the wrap up, but no, the team Forever Knights they will be backing up because they also need to protect their turrets because the Lord is marching from the top lane and the Esmeralda is there and they don't need to look out onto them instead of going for the fights right now.
Yup, yup, and look at the Lord march on the top side, the Holy Shield break up. And with this, the Falling Star Moon comes in as well. Esmeralda goes for a proper setup. There's the follow up coming out from the clouds. Shutdown happened due to the tier damage as well. That was not needed. It was a lack of discipline, I will say. Overextensive move. Now the Lunox used the brilliance. He doesn't have something to defend. Down, shutdown happened. Killing spree for the Claude. Now he's getting cornered. He's kind of a little bit, aggressive, and he got a shutdown. Double for the Erythel. And going for a triple at this moment. They give the blast onto that Akai, but Akai used the Cyclone Eye to get into the safer track and goes back. That was a good choice, though. But like both the teams are kind of breaking the discipline, and that might gonna give them a loss. Who knows?
Exactly. I mean, the way the Claude diving into that turret, I mean, he has the damage, but also he needs to make sure into his mind that I don't have the front line to soak up the damage, and turret damage is more, so I can get, caught up and I can get that. And that was exactly happened. And the way the team fight is breaking into the middle lane, Lunox was getting chased by three of the members, and she was really low onto the edge when she gets taken down, and another team fight breaks in. But the Lucas, the way he dives in with the Katagacha AOG and the Urethel Herbert's damage, he was there to melt down those, and got that double kill. And they do got the structure, but still, some structures are standing from side of the team Forever Knights, and they're trying to defend out so they can get some advantages. Right now, they should not make any mistake. But meanwhile, into the bottom lane,
There is a fight. You can see that Lucas getting a double kill at this moment. He's going for a triple. The heavy spin comes up, but the damage is still ditching out. He needs to go for the blood. Oh, killing spree for the Irithel. He goes inside, and now the tier falls down. But the Alice goes down as well. It's over. There is the one cannon minion. They're going with that cannon minion inside the base. They're surviving it with it. And there is the end. They're locking down the base. Can they do it? Can they defend it out? Okay, the cloud goes down. The minion waves coming out from the top as well as the from bot. And there you go. Crystal popped up. It is System FD with the second win in this BO5 series and proceeding forward for the match point in the game number 4.
that was pretty amazing. The team system. Okay, which team it is? The team system FD. They just this played out in a really disciplined manner. They prioritized, just taking those objective and having the good macro and having the good map control. And they were really on to the point every single time. They were there to take those objectives. They were there into the gangs, and they were getting those trades, the wins into that. And the team Forever Knights, they were lacking something. I mean, they had to pick up all those chunky heroes for them to, like have more security. The Fredrin was there, the Alice was there to soak up those damages, and there was like a Kai who was there to pin down the backliners with the heavy spin. But the fact is, they only have those chunky heroes to soak up the damage only, but they did not have any good damage output. They only have the cloth, and they were only waiting for him to get farm up so he can provide that damage. But also side of the team system FD, they do have those chunky heroes to sustain up. There was Esmeralda who was always there dancing around the map, causing them a lot of trouble, and she was always onto the point when it's come to like zoning out. And Gato always protecting the Lunox, because they know the Lunox is the main factor, a trump card for them. Lunox was bursting them very easily and melting them down, and she was doing her job very nicely. And Lucas onto the point into the team fights, always dominating. And the Irithel, as the time she gets, she just farms up very nicely, and she was there into team fight and doing their work. And the team for the system FD, just have the damage dealers. They were just prioritizing them to just keep them alive and make sure they're always there and they did not get catch up. And that's the Gato did his work very well, providing vision, always there to protect his backliner. And the team Forever Knights, they do have the protection, they do have the sustain to soak up a lot, but also damage output is really important, and you cannot only depend on one. And also that need a lot of farm, and that needs a lot of thing, and they were not able to do that properly. They were not able to win their macro gaming. They were good with micro, but macro was little bit of in the back, and they need to make sure that whenever into the next trap, they need to keep in mind, if you're going for a chunky, you should have something a very good hero which has a really high damage potential from early to the late game, so they can win in team fights, and they can win in that everything in objective fights in macro and micro and the map control, so they can get the one more point. But right now they also need to keep in mind that into the next match it's gonna be a do or die situation, because it's the third match of the best of five series. It's a very important match which can be a very deciding factor for both of the sides. And the team system FD, they are playing in discipline. They have a really good macro and the drafting. They just need to make sure they don't make any mistakes into the third match, and they will win or with the cleanse with the victory. But also the team Forever Knights, they have worked up really like so much. They have played so many matches to reach here, so they should not lose it very easily. They should make a like a strategy to make a comeback. So I hope we can see that. But saying with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will be taking a short break, and we will be right back with another round.
एक minute.
This arrow shatters silence and heralds the spring. Let the light of spring illuminate our path.
May all be blessed with a golden harvest. Fallen leaves on golden winds sing of autumn's arrival.
Though winter falls, we yearn for spring stirring, Florian and I.
Together, we'll brave winter's embrace.
by spring's light.
In the name of autumn.
Hidden blossoms.
Fruits of our labor.
This arrow shatters silence and heralds the spring. Let the light of spring illuminate our path.
May all be blessed with a golden harvest. Follow me.
Hello. Go, go, go.
I am a daughter of Northern Vale. I swear to protect it till my last breath.
Butterfly is born by thy wish, guided by lantern's light.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, to the Esplendides 2026, powered
When
by
the body
USTM in
suffers,
collaboration with Battleknights
the
India
spirit
official, and
blooms.
sponsored by Vizta Games. It's a boy STZ with Yuna there in the casting desk. And now we are heading forward for the fourth game in this grand finale BO5
My
series between
kiss
Team
grants you
System FD
immortality
versus
or
Forever
death.
Esports, Forever KN. The score is 2-1. The match point for Team System FD and a do or die set for Forever Esports. If Forever Esports lose this game, there is
I've been waiting for
no
too
further
long.
games, guys. There is no next game. So they need to prove themselves in this game only. They need to win this game and they need to make forward their legacy
My
for the fifth
kiss
game decided.
grants you
With all
immortality
those bands
or
coming in, as you
death.
can see from here, they're kind of those same pretty bands, Lunox, and Alice, Jushin.
The night sky tells all.
And there you go. And once again, with the Esmeralda pick, three times in a row, guys. Three times in a row, he picked the Esmeralda. He's giving the
Fight!
proper
Fight for
result
the
as well,
ultimate
because
answer.
what else is needed? There you go. They're going with the Hilda this time, though. It might be a dangerous cross
The
map.
southern seas
Hilda might
are
gonna work
my
better. And with
domain.
Hilda, it will be a Kadita coming out from the side of Team Forever Esports. Yuna, are you back?
Yes, I feel, like looking into the draft, the Team Forever Knights, they're gonna make sure that the bushes will not be that, a really safe place for them. They'll make sure, the bushes gonna be very scary because they have the Kadita, and with the burst damage, the rough waves, the petrify, she can easily just delete the
Let's
mage,
go!
marksman, or either a assassin type, and which is really good for her. And she will be there somewhere in the bush, especially when it comes to that team
Come
fights and
and
stuff.
join
She'll
me in
be
my
there hiding,
dream
just waiting for a
world.
correct moment, so she can just land into that also Hilda, she is the one, she's the hero, which is always around the bush. And bush is her strength, to be honest. And she will really take that advantage. But again, the traps are coming same from the side of the team system FD. Maybe these are their comfort picks and they're really, comfortable using those heroes. And Esmeralda, she has a really good damage and also she has really good
You are
sustain.
facing a
If you team fight,
cluster!
she can go and just type for the backliner. And Irita also, she has really good damage. And the Leonox will be the one who will be bursting down a lot of there. And with the light order, she can escape from the Kedita's rough waves. But also Kedita, she's really amazing, a very strong mage into the middle lane, so she will be creating some problems. But with that fact from the side of Team Forever Knights, they're going with the glue. Maybe it will be into the EXP,
They
but
call me a
most probably
hero
I think it will
because I
be
saved my
into the
nation
room.
from falling apart.
You're totally right about it, in the first game which I was casting solo. I really thought like that glue is going for the EXP, but then I was in a mistake. I was in a literal blunder because that glue went for the roam. But that doesn't work. And this time I believe two wrong picks from both the sides because going for a Lunox in the first picking phase while the mage is totally open, you could have make some other picks for yourself and could have taken the Faramis against this glue. It could have been easy way, or maybe like a classic combo of Vexana and Carmela could have worked, but it's fine. It's fine. They're going for something with their strategy. They're
Come
going for
on,
the comfort
Dexter.
here.
It's our
It's the
showtime.
match point game for them. If they lose this game, doesn't matter. They will have another chance in the fifth game decided. But for Forever Esports, they need to win this game. Otherwise, they're just getting that runners-up trophy from USTM's ESPLENDIDEZ 2026. Because the score is
Let's
totally
fight to
set
our
in the
heart's
CFFT.
content!
One more win for System FD and over. It's over. And they will be the champ. They will be um, written as the champion. The Lucas got banned with the E Shinshin coming out as well. River KN, the last ban from System FD. What it could be? A Claude that was a needed ban, forcing them out to go for something which is not in the meta. Carry, Claude, both of them are banned. So what about a Harith? You know.
Hmm. I mean, both of the meta heroes are banned.
Valor and
How so
royalty in a
carries?
dead
They're
body.
just making sure that they don't pick up this hero, so they will have a hard time. And we can see the last ban coming up from the side of the team system FD. It will be the Leomord. So right now, both of the sides they don't have their junglers and they don't have their marksmen. So it's gonna be like something they're gonna pick up. Or they're like Granger is open still. Moscow is open. Even the Heritage said it's open, so they can go with these choices. They are pretty amazing into the goal lane, and also the jungler is open, so they might go with the utility or go with some like assassin types. Right now, they don't have the sustainers, so they need something to like go to the back line who can just mark onto their backliners and take them down, especially.
Magic
So
is my
Lancelot is
life.
still open, though the Oasis has been banned out. The Lancelot is still open, and even other junglers are open. The Suyo is open still. The Hanzo is there. But here we go. A Harriet into the goal lane. Pretty amazing. So let's see what will be the pick from the system FD. Which hero they will be picking up and responding to this Harriet pick.
Of course, like the Harith pick is a good thing to say because like against the Irithel, you can actually burst them out with the magic damage, and so do there is a Lunox. So I mean, in the late game, you'll have a lot of AOE area of effect with your Zaman Force. Uh, so obviously, I mean, this pick is a totally, I mean, onto the mark. I was thinking about it, and they just, like selected it down for them. That was a good
Muscle of
pick. That was a
iron,
good choice,
bones of steel.
I would say. But now this Gatotkacha, like look at it. I told you, pretty
See
same
value in
picks
me?
from the side of System FD.
You
They're
should.
literally going with the same picks in each and every match, giving out the result. That's it.
Hmm. Again, I get to pick into the room, and right now we can see the team Forever Knights. They do have the height who has the mobility as well. The Hilda, she has
Thorns
a really good
remain should
mobility. She can
petals
easily
fall.
rotate and she can easily go here and there in different lanes. And with the Kadita, she can just survive out using her ultimate and stuff. And but still they're prioritizing to take this Gatakacha, which have a really good set with the AOG, and they are going with the Fredrin. So they do have the two frontliners to sustain up a lot of damage, but also the team right now, the Forever Knights, they're going with the Lancelot, a pretty amazing hero who has the mobility, who can dive into the back lines, and he has a really advantage while taking those neutral objective fights with his dash. He can get that objective very easily. And right now, the side of the team Forever Knights, they are moreover going with the heroes who have a higher mobility, so they cannot get chased down. And also side of the system FD, they do have the sustainers, they do have the damage dealers, the Lunox and the Irrital, but also they need to get there's some itemization to get that spike. Right now I guess the Forever Knights, they're gonna do something in this match because they need to make a comeback. And also the fact they picked the Gato is a really amazing roamer with it. It's a great set, but also they could have gone with the Hylos, because the Hylos is really good. He has a really good sustain output. And also Hilda is the type of hero which can come for an invade and he can stop that. And also in the team fight, he can provide the mobility, because for the Forever Knights, they have a lot of mobile heroes who can have a lot of mobility, but with the help of the Hylos, they could have done more into the team fights. But still, it's their comfort pick, so I guess they're gonna do a lot, because into the previous matches, we watch out, they're performing very well with the comfort picks. So this match also gonna be their comfort pick. So let's see what's gonna happen.
Of course, and now we're entering into the game number one of this. Game number four of this BO5 series finals. And System FD, if they will be taking the 3-0 lead in this game again, I will say, like, bro, they are literally, copying the previous sets. But look at this. I told you, like, this is the set. Yuritel, she counters Granger. Granger, he counters Harith. Harith, he counters Yuritel. This is how this trinity works every time. You went for the Harith, and right now dominating your lane with a 1v1 against that Irithel easily. Look at the taunts coming in, the recall. That was a good rotation, I'll say, before the turtle. Going on to the goal side and giving a little bit of, like, support to your goal laner, follow up, proper follow up. Now the revitalizing being popped up. I thought Kacha, he needs 70 seconds for it, get a cooldown on it, and then you can proceed to the turtle. But before that, this time I look like Forever Esports are so much aggressive with the picks. The glue, the Hilda, everything. They are kind of,
Exactly.
going a little bit
Into the
aggressive
river
and
area, we can
invading.
see there's a little bit of.
Yeah, there is a kill comes up for the Esmeralda, and it will be a kill on the Fedrin, but Lancelot falls down as well. There is a burst coming out from the Lunox. It might be a double.
But the thing is, into the top lane, the Gato gets shut down. Ooh, the rough waves just helping out the Kadita, so she doesn't get catch up. But meanwhile, look at where the first skill over there takes down the Esmeralda, and the Lancelot will be diving into the team fight, going with his mobility right now to that. Well, but the Phaeton will be taken down, but the Lunox also times in that team fight. But Lancelot take those kills. That was pretty amazing trade onto the top lane before a first turtle, and the team Forever Knights, they secure the early trades, and they are winning a little bit by the trades. It's a 5-3 score, and the team Forever Knights, they will be starting with the turtle dance right now. But meanwhile, to the bottom lane, the Harrods get shut down by the Irrital. That's pretty amazing. And we can see the glue being really annoying for the frontliners, just using a slam over everywhere, and just giving a lot of damage and a lot of that annoying output just turns to them. Right now, meanwhile, we can see the neutral observer has been secured by them.
Sorry, I'm having a little
And
bit of, network issue, therefore, like, it was not showing to me, but now I'm back into the game, guys. And obviously, look at this. This is what you needed in this game so far. They're playing so well at this point, but they need to, maintain this kind of decorum in this game. If they can't do this, then it might not be the thing they really wanted it for. There's a little bit of taunts going in. 6-4-5 the score is. This time we cannot say like System FD is having the early game. It is more like a 50-50 approach, you know. And on the bot side, the 1v1 going
yeah,
in. Yep, there is
and
that.
Harold is there, in front of the Eureka, but
Yeah.
this Harriet is having a little bit of like a problem because into the early game the rotation came from the system FT, the roamer and the mage. They were there to help their marksman, the Uritel, and he need to just recall back at that time, and Uritel some gets just she just got that gold lead to her, and she just takes him down like an early game, and he needs to make sure he's safe, and he needs to make sure he gets more goals and farm up with that thing so he can lead with in later, but he needs to make sure he is safe around everywhere, and he also need to get that vision over there. But right now onto the red buff area, a little bit of skirmish happening, a team fight will be breaking in, and both of the sides they're trying their best, and they're trying to steal away the jungle of the side of the team forever esports, because into the previous matches also they did the same thing. They were always there to invade and to take the jungle creeps, so the jungler doesn't have that advantage. And again the team fight breaking in into the middle lane, and the glue is there to stuck over there, and he's trying his best, but also he needs to back off. He needs to make sure before his ultimates get finished up he should not get catch up, and the thing Kayan shuts him down.
Shuts him down. That was a totally brutal move coming out from System FD at this moment. 7-4-5 the score is. They're having the lead, and the turtle is being taken out by the Fed. And they went for the fight here. There's the Monfors popping over there. The Chrono Dash is coming in. The burst is totally high. Rough up is being used. The Fedrin goes down as well. But there will be the consolation kills coming out from the Esmeralda. The Falling Tomo will be coming in. Killing spree for the Lunox. He goes in there with a burst. Can he go for the double kill? There is the puncture comes up from the Lancelot. He goes into the backside with a beautiful defense, with a beautiful sustain as well. Not a way they are recalling at this point, taunting them.
Exactly. Look at that Hilda just diving in with her mobility, and just at that time over to the Irita, into the bot lane, but Blue will be retreating back because he also need to make sure his damage dealer is present, and they're just trying to protect up their turrets. But look onto the top lane again, a team fight is happening. A 2v1 situation is going on. Oh my goodness, the height with the mobility with the Zaman first doing a lot of damage output, and the Lancelot will be diving in with his mobility, shutting down the Esmeralda. That was perfect. The Harry just melt down the HP of the Esmeralda, and at that time when she was really low into the HP inside the turret, the Lancelot just dive in with his mobility and takes her down. That was pretty amazing from this side. But also right now the team System FD, they're kind of elite, but still it's not that much. So the Forever Knights, if the System FD makes a mistake, even a tiny mistake, they can make some recovery for themselves, because there is only like 2k goal difference between these teams. Even the trades are only like one difference, but again a team fight into the mid lane.
Of course, the mid lane fight going in with a mega kill from the Hilda. The power well done is so well. Appraiser's Wraith comes up. There is a shutdown happened to him as well. 1-for-1 the trade is at this point, and they're not going to chase them out, but still System FD are looking in a good position at this moment. The Lancelot goes in for the puncture. Throne Rose used. He will be getting the red buff, but look at the turret. There's the turret domination from the side of System FD. They got the lane domination because they got the tiers for them. The structures are still in a lead for the side of System FD, whereas they have not being given a single structure to the side of Forever Esports at this point. And this is the Lord dance going in. They're really waiting for the Fedrin to come back, the retreat holder. They will then they will just contest out this Lord easily for them. And if there will be a retribution battle and Lancelot gonna clutch it out from the hand of Fedrin, It was the best thing to see in this grand finale from Forever Esports. But there is the taunt, there is the hole. Hilda falls down. Instant revenge comes in. You killed me once, I'll kill you once as well. And now, without the Hilda, it'd not be easy, but they're not contesting the Lord. Easy Lord coming out for the side of Team System FD. And in the meantime, Esmeralda managed to do the work. She managed to distract the whole Forever Esports.
Exactly, and how they just got the first lot, the team system FD is pretty amazing. They have that some lead because the structures have fallen down. An AOG coming from the Gatot for the Harriet with the Chrono Dash, just surviving out. But no, the burst output from the Lunox just shuts him down, and he's not present at the moment. And the lot will be marching from the bottom lane, and they do need their goal laner to be present at this moment. But he has been taken down, and the Kadita is trying to take down. But ooh, the light order coming up saves the Lunox, and the one of the ultimate has been used by their side of the team. Forever East was rough whips were onto the point, but the Lunox ultimate was also into the point, and she gets saved from her ultimate. But right now the Lord is there, and they will be taking down one more tier turret from that bottom lane. And yes, it's there. And also on the top lane, Esmeralda is trying to take those turrets, and they're just prioritizing to take them structure one by one, so they will have more advantage once they got the second lot too, because this is the first lot, and there's a high chance it will be defended out. But again, a team fight into the middle lane.
Yeah, there is a fight. Little bit of taunts comes up. German force being used at this moment, and they managed to clear out the minions. But look at that. And to the top side, they are just forcing out the tier two. Split being on by the glue. He's going for a proper setup. Can he give it out onto these four members? No, he can't. He will go back without any setup from the side of Forever Esports. System FD in the verse to win this game, they're totally having the decorum for their side. But if something happens, if some spike happened for the Harith, we might gonna see a comeback from the Forever Esports. The rough whips comes in, doesn't matter. It's not gonna give a lot of damage. Fedrin is giving out the taunts here. He does have the Priestess Red. The Throne Rose comes in from the behind. There's the taunt down to the Lancelot. In the meantime, the Lunox managed to burst out the Kadita there. There's the Brilliance coming in, and in the look at this, the Holy Shield will pop out soon.
Exactly, but again into the middle lane, a skirmish is happening. The Harry diving in with this mobility. The Hilda will be securing the kill to the Gattacacha, and he's going with the Zaman for stealing the damage. But also he needs to make sure he gets back up because the backup is coming up. But the team system FD, they do got the chance, and they do just take out those theaters of the middle lane too. And right now, look at the structures. All of them have fallen down. Only the 1 second theater is standing from the top lane, and holy blessings will be down. And also the lot will be there in 21 seconds. So the team system FD, they will make sure they'll get this lot. But onto the top lane too. That Esmeralda, the Harry diving in with this, the damage output. And look at with the rough waves. The Esmeralda gets shut down. That was a pretty amazing, 5-man gang onto the Esmeralda. The Esmeralda was soaking up a damage, but still the Harry, damage just smelting her HP down very easily, and she gets catch up into the situation. She was trying to just clear out those minions for their side, but right now the Lord is there, and they will be taking down one more turret. And yes, it's there. And also the Lord time, and now that the system FD are outnumbered, only the four members are present, and they need to make sure they need to wait for the Esmeralda to come in so they can start with Lord dance. But again, the pokes are coming from both of the side into the middle lane. The glue is always there, just annoying them as well. There's the get to provide the vision, and they're just waiting for that time, and they're trying to get this controller. They are just trying to take one of the member or two of the members of the same system FD. Again, a team fight breaking in into the middle lane.
Rough waves, puncture. There's the grab. Glue falls down in the hand of the Irithel. Follow up from the AOGs. Amon pursues. Lunox falls down. Harith goes down as well. 1 for 1 the trade is. It is actually 2 for 1. And now the blue buff will be taken away. There is the retribution being used, but there you go. The Phantom Execution. He goes back with the rap praises. Wraith was like a slap onto the face of Lancelot. He falls down there without the retreat holder. It's not going to be easy to take out this Lord for this side of team Forever Esports. I mean, slowly and thoroughly. You can say, it is Team System FD for right now rooting their victory in this game number 4. And they're going to be the champion of Esplendias if they will somehow continue to dominate like this.
Exactly, and they just got the second lot. They just secure it for themselves, and that's pretty amazing call for them because and they are into the lead, and structures have already fallen down. So with the slot spawns in, and it will be marching from the mid or from the bottom lane, and it will be like more stronger. And the team Forever Esports, they need to defend out and straight coming from the middle lane, and the pressure is onto the top lane. They're trying to take those tier trade also down so that like they can have more advantage. But the team Forever Esports, they're trying their best to protect the structure, but also they need to make sure into the middle lane. The Lord is marching, the holy blessings are down, so they need to defend out, and they need to do something. And another team fight will be breaking in into the middle lane, and attention is building up again. The Lord is there, they need to defend out. A lot of damage spikes are coming in, the turrets are falling down, look at that. And they're just trying to take those inhibitors too, and the mid lane inhibitor will be falling down, my goodness. And the Locks is there with the light, oh, they're diving in, the height will be diving in with this mobility, with the damage, with the rough is coming from the Kadita, shuts down the Gato, but also the will gets the shutdown by the Irita. So long to dash with the heights dive in with mobility. Oh my goodness, he just takes them down, and they were able to defend the slot out, but still they lost some of their structures, and that's not really good call for the Forever Esports. And they need to make sure they know they will be able to get some trades before the third lot spawns in, so they can make the recovery. And the system FD, they just need to make sure they do not make any mistakes before that, so so they don't lose away the lead they have for themselves. Because losing away the lead and giving some kills to the Forever Esports, there might be some spike for them, so they can get a recovery for themselves.
That was too quick to say, because look at this, like the inhibitor falls down in the mid. Now the Nexus is open totally for the side of Team System FD. But still, I mean, Forever Esports giving all the way out to defend their base. This is the game, this is the spirit we're talking about in this tournament. I mean, Forever Esports don't want to lose this game out. They really wants to give their best. They really wants to take this game to the fifth game decider, and they're trying their best to do it. And can they do it? That's the biggest thing. AOG, I mean, Taunts comes up there. Kasha a little bit aggressive at this point, giving out the proper zone from the behind. The damage dealer is so much behind. They need to come forward to take up the attack here. The Lunox burst, the Irrithal's damage. If Forever really wants to win this game, they need to take care of these two backliners, because they are the main damage dealer from the setup system empty. Other than that, all the rest three members are like a sustained wall. So you need to pierce that wall and goes in the backline. Puncture being used, as well as the Phantom Execution. He goes back in the safer zone. His blue buff goes from his hand now. There is the time for the Lord. They might gonna contest Forever Esports coming forward for the contest here. There is a little bit of taunt coming out from the Hilda. The Harith, he's the one carrying the team at this point. Can he make it all the way for a win, for a fifth game decider, so that Team Forever Esports will not be losing this game and will be giving us a thriller. But there you go, unstoppable. Rough Whips comes in the way. Brilliance was not there. Lunox falls down. Zamanpur following up. There is another taunt coming in. Gatotkacha falls down. Forever Esports making it forever. They're going forward, chasing down at this moment. Double kill for the Harith. The Kadita falls down. It's a killing spree from the Irithil though. But it's somehow the scenes got changed, Yuna. Forever Esports making their comeback in this game number 4. They are going for the lawn, and nobody is here to contest it out from the setup system FD.
Exactly. I say that little, slight tiny mistake can change the fact. And the Harriet, he just got that spike to him. And the first time it was looking like, the zone out was perfect coming from the team system FT. But somehow they made a little bit of mistakes, and the kid just dive in and takes down their damage dealer, Lunox. And the Harriet just dive in and just get that double kill. They do secure the double kill too. But right now, the objective is into the hands of the team Forever Esports, and the Lord is marching from the middle lane. And the team Forever Sports, they need to make sure they take the advantage of this lot. They need to make sure they win the trades. They will be able to take down some tier turrets so they can have advantage. And they need to make sure they don't get wiped out by the team system FD, because it's their chance. So they should not lose their chance, because it's the really hard situation for them. If they lose this chance, it will be really hard. But again, a little bit of tension into the mid lane.
There is the fight. There is a fight, and the scenes got changed now. The turrets are now falling from the side of System FD. One small move from that Harith, and everything got changed. that one team
Exactly.
fight win. I told you, like, if you are taking out one of the damage dealer, maybe it is Irithel, maybe it is Lunox, you might gonna take up the game of grabbing on Zaman first coming out the way. AOG follow up, three-man caught into the AOG. No! Mega kill comes up. Irithel, he's going forward. He's giving the damage right there now. And look at that. There is the Phantom Execution comes up, but the Lunox finds a kill onto the Lancelot. The things got changed once again here. And now Harry doesn't have the ultimate. Everything is on the cooldown at this moment. He's getting busted down. He's getting targeted. The chasing comes up. He's got used the Saman force, but there you go. The Hilda falls down. Harith as well. A shutdown happened onto him. Double onto the glue. There is a clear wipeout. 5-man wipeout for the Forever Esports. System FD for the win. Going, chasing onto the base with the minions flow. This is the end for the side of Forever. It is Team System FD who will be propping out the crown and securing the win in this grand finale with a 3-1 victory. Their domination will be done in the land of Dawn. Their victory will be sprayed out throughout the land of Dawn. And it is the winner of Esplendides 2026, a tournament being powered by USTM. Ladies and gentlemen, your champions, System FD.
Well, congratulations to the team System FD. They just secured their victory and they are the champions of this tournament. And they played out so great. I mean, the macro was so good as well. Everything was on to the point. I mean, for the team, Forever Knights, it was looking, they can make a comeback into this match. They were doing it, but but a little bit of a fumble up over there, and the team just completely wiped them out. The damage was there. The retail was just bursting them down a lot, and the Lunox and the team System FD, they were always with their comfort picks, and that's the beauty of that comfort picks, and they're just prioritizing to have those heroes, and always they make a chunky lineup so they could have the damage dealers, and they just make sure the damage dealers are always safe, and the damage dealers just done their work, and both of the teams played out really amazing. And and they just played out all the matches were really good. It was very exciting. It was like making our heart beat race, because they're always like a comeback, or they might be not they're doing something, and just boom, every single team fights were on to the point. The game plays, and especially that Lunox melting this down, and especially their rotation, everything was so good. And with that saying, congratulations once again to the team System FD and the team Forever Knights. You also did so well, reaching out to the grand finals, and fighting against. That was pretty amazing. That's how show like how you guys are strong, and you guys are there into the grand finals, and you guys have more potential, because a lot of tournaments will be upcoming there, and you guys can shine out there. And without saying, we will be signing off, me, Yuna, and with me, my dear friend STG.
This arrow shatters silence and heralds the spring. Let the light of spring illuminate our path.
May all be blessed with a golden harvest. Fallen leaves on golden winds sing of autumn's arrival.
Though winter falls, we yearn for spring stirring, Florian and I.
Together, we'll brave winter's embrace.